You know we don't like you, right?
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the most diabolically awful American versions of classic Inbetweeners moments.
I was going to make a difference. I was going to have a real library again.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Bike Scene. Jay is a goldmine for laughs in the original series. One classic moment is when he borrows Neil's motorbike and crashes it straight into a shop. They added this scene to the American version as well, but it's far less funny. Instead, they use it as the final moment for an episode, and Jay is trying to impress his father.
You don't belong on the motorcycle. You belong in the sidecar. Show you a sidecar.
In the original, the humour comes from Jay's overconfidence, but here there's none of that. He simply pouts and then accelerates into a bush. It retains none of the original's humour and makes you feel uncomfortable for all the wrong reasons.
That's my boy.
Number 9. Red Bull.
I love touchscreens, and I love Red Bull.
In the UK series, one of the most iconic moments happens when Will has been chugging energy drinks to maximise his studying. This results in him having one of the worst exam experiences imaginable. For some reason, the American showrunners saw this and decided it could be an excuse for a Red Bull sponsorship. In their version, the episode instead centres around Will's crush drinking too much Red Bull.
So they got you two.
Yeah. I like it though. Tastes good, helps me concentrate, and it makes me kind of horny.
It doesn't make sense, and it's not relatable. It's fairly wacky and exaggerated, but not to the point where it's funny. It just feels weird and forced.
Will.
Number 8. Toilet Scene. One of the first Will blunders happens in the pilot, when he is found doing a number 2 in the school toilet. The American version didn't hesitate to recreate this scene, except they hesitated to make it funny.
But at least I got to spend some more time with my new friends.
Instead of it being a group of lads who climb on top of the stalls to take photos, Will uses his blazer as a door. It falls, revealing him to a group of lads. One of them snaps a picture, and that's it. There's no second-hand embarrassment from the torture Will is being put through. Instead, you're left thinking Will is not smart, and that's the joke.
What? Good manners cost nothing.
Number 7. Under 18s Disco. The original Under 18s Disco episode was as funny as it was painful. The characters put themselves in an especially awkward situation, but they've got ulterior motives, like Will wanting to see Charlotte. This makes the entire ordeal comically frustrating to watch. Instead, in the American version, it's a house party at Will's place.
Everybody, get out now!
This makes all the older characters feel nothing but creepy for attending a party full of 12-year-olds. The whole time, you're just scratching your head thinking, why are they here?
Can't run from it, it's inside you!
In the original, you instead understand why they're there and are just hoping they don't make the situation worse, which they always do. Number 6. Underwear on the bus? Who can forget the trip to Swanage from the Inbetweeners Series 2? It ends with an almost Shakespearean series of events, with Simon almost getting hypothermia, while Neil punches a fish to death. Across the pond, they decided to remove this entirely. Instead, the field trip episode ends with Will throwing up on a coach after a woman takes his bracelet for car sickness. Will then takes all his clothes off in the bathroom and struts down the bus in his underwear. Whoever wrote this should be seriously embarrassed for this shambles of a climax.
Even if that means accepting overwhelming, uncompromising defeat.
Number 5. Civil War Battle. The adaptation of the field trip episode was so dire, it deserves to appear on this list twice. Instead of the lads going to a seaside town, then looking for a mythical MILF, they instead go to watch a Civil War reenactment.
But the true horror of war wasn't taking place on the battlefield.
Maybe we're just not American enough to relate, but it doesn't feel funny at all compared to the original. So many golden moments were removed, being replaced by things like Neil dressing up as a Confederate soldier.
What opens at 10 and yet closes at 4?
Maybe they thought it would be more popular if they traded all the jokes for a low-budget action sequence.
This whole recreation thing is a farce.
Number 4. Car door. Simon's car gets ruined quicker than it took him to pass his driving test. Soon as the lads pull up to Thorpe Park, Jay swings the door out and it gets ripped off by a lamppost. This also happens in the American version, but it's entirely humorless.
I can't do this any faster. You couldn't do this any slower.
This is strange, as the jokes are more or less copied and pasted. There are so many reasons why it's lost all humor.
Come on. No, Jay, wait.
The character's delivery isn't realistic, the editing entirely misses the mark, and there's a total lack of swearing. In fairness, US television is far stricter about language, but it doesn't feel accurate to how teenage boys actually talk, making them feel far less realistic.
It's park policy. Every park has it.
Number 3. Vomit. They decided to merge the first 2 episodes for the American pilot. The group decides to bunk off and get drunk, leading to Simon vomiting all over Carly's younger brother. The Americans removed the build-up, eliminating the tension and therefore losing the humor in the scene's climax.
Simon? Are you alright?
The misunderstanding between Will and Carly's brother also doesn't make sense. Nothing in this scenario feels at all realistic. The reason the original was so hilarious was because it was teenagers making the worst decision in every scenario.
Maybe we could just sit down and we could talk about us.
But those decisions felt realistic and relatable, as if they were acting on the intrusive thoughts we all choose to ignore. The American lads instead feel like cartoon characters.
Though the night was a complete disaster, it actually brought the two of us closer.
Number 2. The Frisbee. It's tough to forget the pain of watching the Frisbee scene for the first time. The way the Frisbee's journey is drawn is edited perfectly, building up tension and anticipation. In the US version, the Frisbee is replaced with a football.
All right, there's Carly. Give it.
Will throws it, it hits someone with crutches, and that's it over.
Throwing a football.
The editing is diabolical. There's no build-up, and you don't feel as if there were any consequences to their actions. As soon as it's done, it cuts to the intro sequence, and that's it over. It only took them about 2 minutes to butcher an iconic moment.
Yep, this was going to be great.
Number 1. Bus turds. Taking our top spot is the American version of bus wankers. The phrase became a staple of British culture, with teenagers all over the country shouting it out their first car's window. Americans struggled to adapt this, as they don't use the word wanker often. Instead of finding a word that has the same meaning, they came up with turd.
Bus turds!
They had to choose something less scathing, or else it wouldn't be broadcast on MTV. This means the joke gets thrown out the window more aggressively than Jay's insult.
Bus turds! Why are you slowing down?
When Simon gets shouted at, there's basically no tension. It's done so poorly. This is one of many examples of the show forgetting the consequences of the lads' antics, or where the humor arises.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm sorry. Sorry, your hands found my neck. Oh, sorry.
Do you think they should try remaking the Inbetweeners again, or is the original good enough to stand alone? Let us know in the comments below.